Hello, and let me start off by saying the views and the words that sometimes may be said on this podcast, although they are my own, I cannot be held responsible for how I feel. And just know that the way I feel and the way I think may be subject to change upon further knowledge and education upon said situation. Okay, let the show begin. I feel like I had to give myself a disclosure before I talk about today's random topic. Remember before, I talked about, is it better? Actually, I didn't talk about it. I came to the conclusion, beginning to question, I should say. Is it better to be the side chick or the wife? So today I decided, let's handle this little controversial subject that I am talking about right now. Now, we know that the obvious answer as far as money, as far as houses being taken care of, on paper, it is better to be the wife. It is cheaper to keep her. The point that I received as I heard that thought, which is better, is that I'm wondering if it's a respect thing, right? Because the side chick, guys who have side chicks, can you let me know? You guys are more honest with the side chick, right? So you lie more to your wife because you don't want to hurt her, but you tell the side chick because you don't care, or you do care, but she's supposed to be your down for me chick, so it's not a problem to, be more honest with her. She obviously knows that you have a wife, right? Because you can't be a side chick, right, if you don't know that the person that you're sleeping with has like a wife or something, right? Okay. So I'm just saying, that's my question. That's my question. I feel like that's a loaded question. Now you're saying, wait, what's the question? So is it better to be the side chick or to be the wife as far as respect levels are concerned? We're not talking about the deeds on paper, court system, who's getting awarded what, alimony, all of that. I'm not speaking about that. I'm really speaking upon and thinking about the levels of respect that the honesty, the forthcoming of what you may really enjoy, So you've been married to your wife for 20 years or something, and you like a little pinky up your, you know what I'm saying? And you feel like you can't tell her that because she has crazy views that'll, whatever, you know what I mean? But you've got this old thing right over here, who is a friggin' and she's just willing to do whatever, whenever, because she's about it chick, and she's, sexually independent and doing her thing. Now, you say to yourself, okay, well, this girl, she's chick, she's cool, I like that, but I'm not leaving my main course for the side dish. So, you just kind of mess around with her. Now, my question is, which end of the stick is better? Yeah, I got to pause and think about that one, right? Well, obviously, we have the obvious, in my opinion, the obvious answer is it's better to be a wife. But I guess depending on what your needs are and what you're thinking about doing with your life, because there's a lot of side chicks. I mean, there's a lot of songs about side chicks. Marilyn Monroe, one of the famous side chicks out there. You know what I'm saying? Forget that. Excuse me. Camilla, married to Prince Charles. She might be our time right now, the most famous side chick who ended up getting the guy in the end. You know what I'm saying? So it's you might have been like, why is she talking about? Listen, because this is really things that are happening. There are guys, broke dudes, guys without money, like they're not even balling like that, who got a girlfriend and a side chick, and so my question is really for us ladies, which one is it better to be? You know what I'm saying? And that's just again, now me personally, I personally want a nice a real relationship where it's me, you know what I mean? And I do think that humans are humans, and I don't think that it's necessarily the best thing for us to believe that people that all people are monogamous. I think it takes special people to be monogamous. I do think that people are monogamous, but I think that it takes a special kind of person. You have a certain kind of self-love and discipline to be able to do that. I think a lot of people are out here just swinging and langing and just doing way too dang much, especially now, because I do feel like there has definitely been a sexual revolution where women are standing in their own power, and you do not have to go and think about getting married. I remember a time when that's what it was that you were taught, is that as a little girl, you were taught you're going to grow up, you're going to get married, you're going to meet a nice man, and you're going to get married, and either you want to be the high school sweethearts or you're going to meet in college. But we were pretty much groomed for that. I mean, the Barbie doll situation, I saw either it was a post or a joke or something, but it was speaking to the effects of how women have been pretty much trained to be single women, independent, not giving a hoot, about men. Yeah, I almost said hoot. Hootenanny is what I was really finna say, about men, because we grow up playing with our Barbies, and some of us had Kens, some of us didn't, and depending upon that, you might have been that Barbie who was super independent, you know what I mean, and didn't have the Ken doll to play with, but was doing your thing. And I think that might have been sociologically, that might have been just really programming us, for what our futures might be. I mean, my Barbie played with several. My Barbie played with Ken, with G.I. Joe. You know what I'm saying? My Barbies was getting around. What? We were sharing. You know what I mean? So I do think that has, some type of internal programming that's put us women in a different position than our mothers and our mothers' mothers. We've definitely got a different way of thinking. And G.I. Joe was always gone, or Ken was always gone, or Ken didn't have a job. You know what I'm saying? Ken, Barbie was always doing everything, So I think that we've definitely, for the girls who really like the Barbies, and then of course you got the easy bake ovens. And listen, I am not saying that we should be getting away and doing away with these gender. I don't think they're gender specific, to be honest with you. I think that we used to market them that way, but I think that boys can play with Barbies, girls can play with Barbies, boys can play with the easy bake oven, and girls can play with the easy bake oven, and girls can play with G.I. Joe toys and Legos. And do we still have Legos? Yeah, okay. Anyway. But I'm just saying, I think that it starts from there on what type of chick you're going to be, right? So if you had, because you're like, what the hell does Barbie and Ken have to do with side chick and wife? Listen, I think that if you played with Barbie and Ken, you're like, dude, I'm a wife. If you was just playing with your Barbie, you like, dude, I'm an independent chick. I don't need no man. And, your side chick seasons kind of began because, I don't think that women set out to date people who are, with others. I just think that when you're an independent female and you're working and you're doing your thing and you are not into checking people's phones and getting into things like that, I think that you are more likely to end up dating somebody who has someone already and you don't even know because you ain't even around that dude like that. You know what I mean? So I think that I think that women can fall into the side chick trapness and not even know that they a side chick, especially if you're an independent woman. Now, listen, I'm going to be real. If you're one of those, if you're the woman who played with Barbie and Ken, then you absolutely know that he's got something going on and you ain't going for it because you check phones. You look at his eyes when he looks at somebody else. You know every time another female has spoken to your man because you like, you know what I'm saying? You one of those kind of girls, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with it. Just there's different types of chicks, you know what I'm saying? So now again, don't hold me to this because of course there's so many other different types of females out there, but I'm just saying 9 times out of 10 we grew up playing with Barbies, and either you played with Barbie by yourself and it was just you and your other Barbies and y'all was kicking it and hanging out and you were going out and having a great time and your Barbie was the ish. She ran her own company, she had the mansion, it was all about her, or you were the Barbie Ken type chick and you were all about playing with the Barbie and the Ken and everything was kisses and humping and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about when they used to make the Barbie and the Ken hump. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so I think that depending on how you played with your Barbies is definitely going to be an indicator as to whether or not you are a wifey type chick or if you are an independent type chick. I will take back saying that it means that you're leading to be the side chick. I'm just saying that the more independent you are, the more likely you are to fall into being the side chick and not know it because you are not all up in that dude's business because you doing your own freaking thing. So, which one's better? Yeah, I still don't know. So let's say this. I would like let's say for me, okay, because I can't speak for anybody else, I would like to be in a relationship and I'm imagining my future husband and I, it will be a monogamous thing, but if we feel like, if something happens, you know what I'm saying, it will be there together, you know what I'm saying, and it wouldn't be some like, it's not going to be some, he sees a chick on the street and then he's secretly I'm putting that out there that my guy is going to have done enough already and have experienced all of that already. And he is wanting to be in a monogamous, fun relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I just put that out there to the universe. And that's my thoughts on that. So I would love to know what it is that you think. And I mean, keep it real, because if side chicks were not a thing, there would not be so many dang songs about them. And again, giving you the two real life examples that I can, Beyonce came out with the Lemonade, her and Jay-Z had to go through the therapy and all of that good stuff. And I've heard from many different people, you don't leave your main course in order to go with the side dish. So glad that he wasn't silly, didn't leave Beyonce. But, we've had presidents, we've had, all different types of people in leadership, prime examples of having very famous side chicks. And again, the biggest one is Camilla marrying Prince Charles. You know what I'm saying? So it is a real thing. And I'm curious to know, what do you think? So hit me up. I'm on Twitter, Sonja like Ganja, Sonja, like I'm sitting outside in New York. Can you tell? Listen, you got to record the podcast and do it when you feel the inspiration. Sonja like Ganja, everything Sonja Denise. Hit me up and let me know what you think. I'd like to start a dialogue about this because I sure would like to know what you think. Is it better to be the wife or the side chick? And yeah, let me know. There you go.